Hello ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to Fantasy Football, and welcome to my video. It is time for Game Week 16 review. Just to let you guys know that I am recording this after the Brighton versus Wolves game, so as you can see, the average, the overall rank, the overall points hasn't been updated yet. However, I can show you the updated version of my stats. This is from livefpl.net. A lot of FPL managers are using this to check their live results. So, as you can see, I got 62 points for Game Week 16. My old rank was 60,780. My new rank actually gained a green arrow. I wasn't even expecting it. 50,384. And then once the substitutes, as you all know, once the game is fully updated, the substitutes will change depending if you got any players that didn't play. So Mane didn't play for me, but I do have Musa on the bench with 2 points. And once the game is fully updated, I'll get Musa's 2 points, and then Mane will be on my bench automatically. And then as you can see, I'll be around 57,000. So I gained 3,000. However, there's still one more game left, and that is West Ham versus Arsenal, and that is on a Monday night. So things will definitely change. But as you can see, the overall average is around 46, which I am above the average, which is fantastic. And in the top 10k is around 56 points. So that is pretty good for me. I think later on in this video, I'll refresh it and see if the game's updated. But yeah, like, just to give you guys a little bit of an overview, Saturday did not look good for me at all. I think, let's see what I had. Yeah, 16 points. I had 16 points at the end of that day. But then I looked at my team and I was looking at it and I was thinking, wait a minute, I actually got around only 4 players playing in this game, because like Mane and Trent Alexander-Arnold was on the bench. So yeah, that was a really horrible day for me. But then I was realizing, wait a minute, I've got around 7 players left and my captain, so anything can happen, and it actually paid off. It worked. So anyways, let's go through the team, and then what I'm gonna do is talk about some of the transfers that I am thinking about for my team. And then what I'm gonna do is, if you guys want me to create a wildcard draft for maybe Game Week 18, I know a lot of people are thinking about Game Week 18 because Liverpool is blanking in that game week. Let me know in the comments below, or smash that like button. I might even create a video like a wildcard draft for 17 and 18, just to give you guys something to look at. Because I know there's a few people out there that still has their wildcard, and even if you don't, I think looking at some of the transfers from those teams might help you out as well. So if you like the sound of that, then give it a thumbs up. So anyways, let's go through the team. This video is sponsored by OneFootball, an app that is free to download on iOS and Android devices. This app will definitely help you out with FPL and the Champions League fantasy football. You'll be able to follow your favorite teams, find out the latest news, live scores, highlights, transfers, stats, and many more. If you're interested, there will be a link in the description below. Thank you. So first up, as you can see, Ryan with only 2 points. Brighton 2, Wolves 2. Sionchu with only 2 points, but you know what? This Leicester City side is just on fire. They are such an amazing team. They're bringing us a lot of points. And you know what? Like, they won 4-1 against Aston Villa away. And you know what? They could have scored even more. They did not stop. It's like they want to go for the kill and score a lot more goals. As you all know, goals and assists gives the players motivation. I think that's the kind of plan and strategy with that team. The more goals that you score, the more chance that those players are going to be motivated to do more, to do well. And that's what's happening right now. Maddison, I'm just going to quickly talk about him. 2 assists. I mean, what else can I want from him, right? His fantastic returns in the last 2. Yeah, he's just performing really well. He's kind of my differential, but a lot of people are going to be thinking to bring him. Once he goes up to that 30%, then yeah, I mean, he's definitely going to go up because of because of his set pieces. His set pieces is giving him this extra chance to get some extra points. But anyways, I'll go through my captain in a sec. Yeah, just Leicester City side, you need to get them. You need to get them in your team. Lundstrom with only 2. You know what? He had a goal disallowed, and maybe he could have had an assist. So it's kind of unlucky for him. But he hasn't been bringing anything in the last like 5 games. So this is a little bit of a disappointment here. He's 46% on, so that's quite high. But we'll see what I'm going to do in the future. Now, this Saturday was a massive problem for me. Both of my Liverpool players was on the bench. As you can see, Mane did not play at all, so I will be getting my first sub bench once the game's fully updated after the West Ham versus Arsenal game. As for Trent Alexander-Arnold, he came on, he only played 50 minutes, and as you all know, when he hits up to 60 minutes, that's when you will get the clean sheet points, and yeah, that extra 10 minutes would have helped. Last week, it was Trent Alexander-Arnold and Mane, and this week is Robertson and Salah. And to be honest with you guys, like, I looked at Mane, you know, switching over to Salah, but I got so much money tied up on him. I bought him 11.6 million. As you can see, he is 12.3. I don't want to make that move. I think if I bought him like 2-3 weeks ago, then yeah, I would have probably made that switch, because I had the feeling as well that maybe Salah would play this next game against Bournemouth, and he's got like last year he did really well. And you know, Champions League's coming up as well, and that's an important game. And Salah was benched in the last game against Everton, and it just made sense. So yeah, for those people who captained Salah, well done to you. It's pretty much what probably what I would have done if I didn't have Mane, or if I had Mane like a week or 2 ago. But I think in the long term, I think he will bring the points because of the amount of corners that he's taking, the amount of set pieces that he's taking. The problem is the players are not taking that chance, and he creates so many chances for that team. It's just ridiculous. So for me, I'm going to be keeping him. For you, I think if you don't have a Spurs asset and you are desperately in need and it's very difficult for you to get, then maybe, okay, I can understand why you want to remove him. But look at me, I bought in Song without removing Kevin De Bruyne. I still have Mane as well. I crafted the team. And you can't have every single player. You know, you have to make some sacrifices. So yeah, I just wanted to give you guys my thoughts. I didn't really give you a proper answer of if you should or you shouldn't. It's really up to you. What you want to do. It's your team. Make that decision yourself. But yeah, I thought I'll talk about him because I know a lot of managers out there are thinking to remove him. Now, Maddison, I would have spoke about him. 2 assists, fantastic bonus point there. We've only 9 points total. Zaha is a massive problem here. Now, you know what, guys? I'm trying to be a little bit different. Just a little bit. 12%. If he did well, then I would have been ranking up. And it's one of these situations where great fixtures, but the player is just not on form. Well, he should be on form. But I think what's happening is Crystal Palace is just defending. They're just there to defend and not to be beaten. I think that's what's happening. And that's giving, well, that's not giving Zaha the opportunity to go up a little bit more further. They're not really dominating the games. That's the problem. So we'll see. There are some transfer options that I'm thinking about to maybe even remove him. So I made one transfer for Gameweek 16. I removed Martial, who scored. I mean, I can't have a player that is always going to be injured or has a chance to be injured. And against Manchester City as well, a difficult fixture. I thought, you know what? I need to go and get myself a Spurs player. I spoke about Spurs players. Song, Dele Alli. I spoke about them all the time. And they brought in the points. We saw what Jose Mourinho did. They changed it. He changed it up. And there we go. Things like this happen. Every time when a manager changes, things can happen. Things can change. And as you can see, Song pretty much scored one of the best goals in the season so far. and he assisted and got that clean sheet points, and but only with 1 bonus point. And as you can see, with 12 points. Raul Jimenez, I mean, a consistent player, right? He's giving me an assist here and there, goal there, here, there. And he's one of those players where throughout the season, he's going to bring some kind of returns. Returns are better than nothing, right? So I'm quite happy to have him. However, there are some transfers that I am thinking about, but we'll talk about in a sec. And as you can see, after when the game's fully updated, I will be getting Musa off the bench with only 2. Yeah, I'm going to be benching him now from now on. I'm not going to be playing him. He's just not bringing me the points, and having 2 Sheffield United players is not really ideal. And again, Kelly on the bench with 8 points now. You know what? I'm going to play him. I have to play him, and I think like he is one of these players where he can keep these clean sheets in his next few game weeks. As you can see, Brighton at home, Newcastle away, West Ham at home. Great fixtures for Crystal Palace to keep a clean sheet. Enrico at the end with only 1. So, decent game week at the end. I didn't expect it. After the Saturday's games, I did not expect it for me to get green arrow. Let's just see if the game has updated. Oh, okay, there we go. Okay, there we go. The game has updated. So the average is 45, not 46. And the overall rank so far is 50. Okay, that was pretty much. Let's just have a look at that. So yeah, it's pretty close. It's pretty close. But I just wanted to give you guys the updated version. So yeah, I am above the average, which is fantastic. Overall 50k. I should drop. I'll probably go back to 60. But you know what? That is fine. A game week that I didn't really expect it, or I didn't know what was going to happen, which is fantastic. Now looking on to game week 17, which is next week. It's looking good. It is looking good. Now, I don't want to talk about this too much because I'm going to be creating a preview video for it. But Ryan in goal against Crystal Palace, a chance. As you can see, Kelly will be playing for me against Brighton. So I'm hoping that this is just a fantastic 0-0. Sionchu against Norwich at home. Trent Alexander-Arnold and Mane. Fantastic fixture for Liverpool to score and get us a lot of points. However, Watford has got a new manager. Things can change. You do not like things can happen. But this is still a fantastic a chance for Liverpool to get a lot of points for us. A lot of people going for Salah or Mane as their captain. Zaha is an issue here. I don't know if I should play him or bench him for Lundstrom. I can do this and I can still have a decent team here set up. Kevin De Bruyne against Arsenal. I feel like Manchester City is just going to destroy Arsenal here. Maddison against Norwich. Fantastic fixture again. And Captain Vardy, I think a lot of people's going to go for Jamie Vardy as their captain. And the second position probably is going to be Mane or Salah. Song and Raul Jimenez, they're going to be playing against each other. So Wolves against Tottenham. And yeah, it's looking really good. I'll talk about this team more in my preview video. And to be honest with you, I don't need to take any hits. I don't need to make any transfers. I could actually bank my transfer. And my plan was to bank my transfer for game week 17. Now, as for transfers and plans, for this video, I'll just quickly mention a few players that I'm thinking about and what I might do. But I'll be creating a preview video anyway and go more in detail with these transfers and my team selection. But for now, let's just have a quick look at what I might do. The first thing I want to say that I am absolutely doing nothing. Even if there's price rises, price drops, it's fine. I'm going to wait because there's the Champions League and Europa League games, and there might be some injuries coming from them. There might be some benching stuff, like players might be benched, and I need to be aware. I need to see what's happening before I make any transfers. So I'll probably wait until the deadline. That's what I'm going to be doing, and I advise for people to do that as well. Now, For Game Week 17, the players that I am mostly, well, the player that I am mostly afraid of is Tammy Abraham. I wish I never removed him. If I didn't remove him, then I wouldn't have had this problem. But yeah, it happens. You make a mistake, and I need to adjust, and I need to bring him back into my team. However, who would I remove? And that is the question. If I want to bring in Tammy Abraham, which I can do with one transfer, I have to remove Jimenez, who's playing against Tottenham. Jimenez is a consistent player, but I think Tammy Abraham, if he is benched in the Champions League or anything like that, or if he is fine, if he's ready to go for this Bournemouth game, Bournemouth has got a lot of injuries, guys, and I can see him doing really, really well. I'm so afraid of Tammy Abraham for this. Like, if he plays this game, this fixture is the only one that I'm actually afraid of. We've got Ings here. It's just continuing. It's just continuing to score. When is he going to stop? And it was a player that I was looking at as well, but I bought in Musa, which was a terrible idea. But then again, I bought Song with that money. So, kind of worked out a little bit. It's a player that I'm looking at as well. But then you got Rashford, a player that is just on form. He looks so different. Like, I don't know, man. He is completely changed. He is just performing really well. He is the only player in a Manchester United side that is just going for it. He's ruthless. I can see him doing really well in his next coming game weeks. In a way, I'm quite glad that I removed Martial, because then I got a chance to bring in a player like Rashford. But to bring in a player like Rashford, I might need to take a hit. But we'll see. We'll look at some of the situations there in a sec. Or if I want to get some kind of Manchester United cover, maybe James might be the player for me. I can remove Zaha, straight swap to him. That's not too bad. And he is actually a really good player. And I can see him doing well. With 1 or 2 assists for this cheap player, I'll be happy to keep him. And plus, Manchester United's got really good fixtures as well. Now, for Jack, a lot of people are looking at this guy. You know, he's been performing. He scored a goal. He scored a goal against Manchester United as well. You know, he's been returning. It's 6 million, 6.3. However, he's got 4 yellow cards. If he gets one more, then he'll be suspended in the next game. But these fixtures are looking good. As you can see, 2 back-to-back home games are fantastic. Plus, if you want a player for Game Week 18, then he might be one to go for. However, you need to be careful with that yellow card, and there are some problems at the back for Aston Villa, and that might cause the problem all around. Maybe I could go for a double up on Tottenham players, but against Wolves, I'm not 100% sure. But after that, Chelsea, that's not bad because Chelsea concedes. Brighton at home, that's not too bad actually. It's looking good for Tottenham. And then Richarlison. I just want to mention that I remember that I was talking about Richarlison at this game here. You know, to bring him in just for this game and then remove him. But look what he's done. He's just done the opposite. He done nothing in the game that we expected him to do well. But then he goes off and scores 3 goals in a row in the last 3 games. That's football. That is football. That is literally football. And we can't, that's so difficult to predict. So yeah, those are some of the players that I'm looking at for my team. So let's just have a quick look, see if I can get Rashford into my team. Now, if I have to take a -4 point here, I'm not 100% sure if I really want to do that. Yeah, okay, as you can see, 3.1, so it's going to be quite difficult for me to bring him. Then I guess I'll remove a player like Trent Alexander-Arnold, but he's got a fantastic home fixture, so that is not the way to go. Maybe if I remove Zaha, as you can see, 3.6, it's not enough. Kevin De Bruyne, 7 million. I'm not really looking at a 7 million player that is on my radar right now, or someone that I really, really want. yeah, it's not going to be easy for me to upgrade Muset to Rashford. Maybe Raul Jimenez. Let's just have a quick look on how it would look. Okay, 0.8. I guess I can remove a player like Zaha. 5.9. There are some players in that price tag. Or I could remove Trent. Maybe, just maybe, I could bank the transfer, right? And then I can bring in Rashford in game week 18. And then I can remove a player like Trent Alexander-Arnold who doesn't have a game, and I can bring in Rashford afterwards. But these are my thoughts. It doesn't have to be Rashford. I'm just showing you guys a few examples here and there to give you guys some kind of idea. Anyways, that is about it. I'll go through this team on my preview video even more in detail. I think there's just a lot more to kind of like watch in the midweek, and that is about it. Thank you so much for joining me, guys. You guys being a fantastic support, and yeah, just let you guys know that the Christmas period is close by, and there's going to be a lot of games. So I would advise you to press that subscribe button and always drop a like. Thank you so much for joining, guys, and see you guys next time. See ya.